as we move through the later seasons of life and begin to notice our strength changing in ways we never expected. There's often a quiet fear that settles in. The fear of losing mobility, losing independence, or simply losing the ease with which our bodies once carried us through the day. And it's in these soft, reflective moments that many seniors start wondering whether rebuilding muscle after 60 is even possible anymore, or whether the body has quietly moved into a chapter where weakness is simply something to accept. But the truth, spoken gently and with deep respect for everything you've already lived through, is that the body never fully stops responding. It simply asks for a more patient, more deliberate kind of nourishment, and nature, in its quiet wisdom, still holds a handful of simple gifts that can help you rekindle energy, support your muscles, and give you back the small strengths that matter so much, like standing with confidence, walking more freely, or rising from a chair without hesitation. And so today we reflect on 5 fruits, ordinary, familiar, almost humble, that hold remarkable power for seniors who want to rebuild strength with kindness rather than force, starting with why the body loses muscle in the first place. Because when we understand the why, fear softens and choices become clearer. And one gentle truth is that after 60, our muscles naturally receive less stimulation from hormones. Our digestion becomes a bit slower, and inflammation rises just enough to make healing and rebuilding slightly harder, yet not impossible. And this is where the right foods, taken daily and with calm consistency, become part of a quiet healing ritual. Especially those rich in antioxidants, natural sugars that fuel muscle cells, electrolytes that protect against cramps, and plant compounds that help older muscles repair after even mild movement. So let's begin with cherries, deep red, calming, and filled with anthocyanins that soothe inflammation in aging joints and muscles, making recovery easier and helping seniors rebuild strength without the soreness that often discourages exercise. And the simplest way to use them is 1 small handful of fresh cherries at breakfast or a half cup of tart cherry juice in the evening, letting their natural compounds ease stiffness overnight so that your morning steps feel lighter, more certain, more supported. Next comes bananas, often underestimated but quietly powerful, offering potassium for muscle contractions and magnesium for relaxation, 2 minerals that help protect older adults from the cycle of tension, cramping, and weakness. And the best way to use them is either before a short walk or after a light stretching session, allowing their natural sugars to give you gentle energy and their minerals to help your muscles settle comfortably afterward. And many seniors notice that within a week or 2, the heaviness in their legs feels slightly reduced, as if movement flows a bit more smoothly. Then we have oranges, bright little circles of renewal filled with vitamin C that helps aging muscle fibers heal and supports collagen, the scaffold that holds your joints and tissues together. And simply enjoying 1 whole orange or a glass of freshly squeezed juice before your main meal of the day helps digestion, supports immunity, and gives your muscles the nutrients they need to bounce back from daily wear. And over time, many people describe feeling subtly more energized, like the body is waking up from a long, slow fatigue. And of course there are blueberries, nature's tiny protectors, rich in antioxidants that help aging cells repair, stabilize energy, and fight the oxidative stress that slowly eats away at muscle strength. And adding just half a cup to your oatmeal, yogurt, or afternoon snack provides a daily shield for your muscles, a kind of quiet protection that builds day by day, week by week, until one morning you notice you are standing a little taller, stepping a little more confidently. And finally, we come to papaya, a fruit often overlooked, but incredibly valuable for seniors because of its powerful enzyme, papain, which helps the body digest proteins more efficiently, a key step in muscle repair, especially after 60 when digestion naturally slows. And eating a few slices with breakfast or as a gentle evening snack helps the body absorb the very nutrients it needs to rebuild. And people often describe a reduction in bloating, easier digestion, and a soft but steady return of vitality as their muscles finally receive the fuel they've been missing. And what ties all 5 of these fruits together is not magic, not exaggeration, but simple natural nourishment that supports the body you've lived in for decades, a body that has carried you through challenges, joys, losses, and memories, a body that still wants to support you now, if given the right care. And if you weave these fruits into your days with small rituals, maybe cherries at night, a banana before your walk, an orange at midday, blueberries with your breakfast, papaya when you want something soothing. You may begin to feel gentle shifts, mornings that feel a little less stiff, legs that hold you a little more firmly, hands that grasp with more confidence, and a spirit that rises with the awareness that strength is not lost, only waiting. And as you continue, week after week, what you may feel most is possibility, that warm, steady reminder that age does not close the door on strength, but instead opens a new one where progress comes quietly, where healing is steady rather than rushed, where gratitude grows as your body responds to the kindness you offer it. And if you ever doubt whether these small steps matter, remember that the body remembers every act of care, every nourishing choice, every gentle attempt to move, breathe, and try again. And by choosing these simple fruits, these small gifts from nature, you are not only feeding your muscles, but honoring your journey, honoring your resilience, and reminding yourself that even in the later chapters of life, growth is still possible, strength is still possible, renewal is still possible. And each day you take a quiet step toward better health, you are writing a story of courage, patience, and hope that belongs entirely to you.